Aloha! Today we are making black, brown, and natural white lace, different pattern, and you can see you could easily decide how many of each color and what order, but you can see that we have been busy at work making a lot of different lace, and you see some are more white, natural white, some have more black, brown, whatever you want. And all you need are supplies that you can get at thehawaiianmarket.com. You need ribbon, you need kukui nuts, pair of scissors, and a kukui nut threader. So what I'm going to do is line up the kukui nuts that I want to put on this lei, just so that they're kind of lined up and ready to go, so that I know what my pattern is going to be, so that when I start threading them together or stringing them together, I don't really have to think about it. So this is going to be my pattern to grab kukui nuts from my packs, and then we will go to the next step, which is to string them onto the thread, the ribbon. Okay, I think that I have them all lined up, almost. Okay, where's the brown? Some more brown right here, and I think I am ready to go. Okay. All right, the next step is to figure out how much ribbon you need. So for this particular lei, I'm not going to tie knots in between, so I pretty much just need the length of ribbon that I want for the lei. I've laid out the 36 nuts, and I think about 60 inches of ribbon will be fine. So then I take 60 inches, cut it at an angle, and then I am ready to go. The next step would be to tie the ribbon together and just tie a knot. That. This is going to be one of your ends. Okay, then we can get started. Now, what I'm going to do, okay, now that I have my ribbon, I will now take my kukui nut threader, and I can fit about 4 of these nuts at a time. So what I'm going to do is I am going to work starting from this end of my chain of nuts, and I'm going to grab 4. Okay, so the first nut that you're going to put on is this one, so that the first nut that comes off is actually this one. So you go like this, like that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to start putting these on here. Okay, so here are the 4 nuts. I'm going to put them all onto the threader like this. And then I am going to put the ribbon, so here's the end with the knot. You go to the other end, and then you put it into the threader like this. Okay, that, and then you pull. Sometimes the hole that's drilled through the knot is a little bit tight, so you have to give it a little tug to get it through. Then you pull, and now you pull your 4 nuts, but you have to make sure that when you're pulling them, that all of the ribbon goes through, because you don't want any of those bumps. So you pull it all the way through. So this is a little bit different than, okay, so after doing that for a little while, I am on my last 4 nuts. Here we go. String it through. the ends were got a little frayed. That's okay. We're going to cut it off later. And again, go through, pull, each knot, pull. And now I have all of my nuts on my ribbon. And then I'm going to want to put another knot at the end, similar to how we have at the beginning. So just pull it through. And then now I'm going to tie the end and pull. And then I'm going to get my scissors, and where the ends are frayed, I'm going to cut at a 45-degree angle, approximately. Make it nice right there. So there's your ends. And here's your lei. So again, we need our scissors, kukui nut threader, nuts from HawaiianMarket.com, and your ribbon. And you can make any kind of leis that you want in just maybe 10-15 minutes or so, depending on how your leis are laid out. And you can get all of these supplies at HawaiianMarket.com.